Alabama Bass Nation. It's Chris Tate, your social media director. And I am here with Dustin Weinberg from Fairhope, Alabama. And, welcome to the Zoom presentation here, Dustin.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Awesome. Now, as I understand it, I did some little Facebook trolling on your page. You just recently had a birthday, and I think your parents took you out to your favorite place. So we just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
And I also want to comment too, just from reviewing your social media page, that it looks like your family is a service family, and what I mean by that is you come from a long line of firefighters in your household, or maybe cousins. So, how many firefighters do you have in your family?
Yes, sir. My dad, he's a volunteer firefighter. He's been doing that for a while. My brother is a paid firefighter in Gulfport, Mississippi, and he started here in Fairhope on the volunteer department and moved his way over to Gulfport when he got an opportunity to get paid for something he loved. And as of right now, my mother is she's actually in class right now with the fire department, becoming a volunteer firefighter.
That's awesome, and so I just want to send out my appreciation and thanks for all what the firefighters do, and EMTs and everything else. We appreciate all the military and police officers and all the first responders. So I just wanted to recognize, because I saw your family. Like I said, it was just like one after another, and I just thought it would be worth mentioning. But when we get to the meat of the subject here, Dustin, I want to congratulate you on your selection to the first Bassmaster Combine. And we're going to use this as like a virtual resume, so you can send to the coaches. And so we're going to start off. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your fishing career, your academic career, anything else that separates you from other anglers that may be competing in October in the Combine.
Yes, sir. I'm a senior at Fairhope High School. I'm the president of our fishing team here in Fairhope, and I've always been an outdoors kid. Always loved outdoors. My dad has raised me in a deer stand and on the water. So fishing and hunting is all part of my life. And starting in about seventh grade is when I started tournament fishing with Alabama Bass Nation. And since seventh grade, since my very first tournament, seeing the blast off in the morning just got me hooked. And I've been loving bass fishing and tournament fishing particularly since then. Other than fishing, I enjoy being in church. I'm a big love being in church. I'm an FCA leader at my school. FCA is just a program where students can preach the gospel in the school, and I like to bring that into my fishing. I give every bit of credit for my fishing to God, every bit of it. So that's another huge part of my life aside fishing.
Okay. So now I mentioned I think you mentioned you were the president of that Fairhope high school fishing team. So you just kind of tell me what some of your responsibilities are as the president and the leader of that club.
So as the president, it is a name, but it does come with a couple responsibilities. Right now, we are working on designing our jersey for this upcoming season. We're hoping to get those in by the first tournament. And so me and my vice president are designing a jersey, and then we have to get all of our sponsors from last year. We have to contact them and let them know whether they'll be on the jersey or not. We let them decide. And then just helping out with planning meetings for the team. Sometimes I speak at meetings, depending on what the meeting is about. And yeah, it's a good opportunity.
Awesome. And I'm sure Fairhope appreciates your leadership there. So tell me about your kind of maybe fishing career. What separates you from other anglers, or maybe you have several techniques that you're really good at. It could be electronics, or whatever it is in the fishing industry that you're really good at.
So living where I live, we live way down south. We've got a lot of brackish water where we are. So figuring out these bass is a little different than some of the lakes that I've fished across the state. And, I have become kind of, I'd like to say versatile, where I can figure out, we deal with tide, and we deal with, um, if the water's got too much salt in it, the bass aren't going to be biting as good. And there's a lot more stuff that goes into catching a fish down here than that does, I feel like, in lakes and enclosed body of waters. So I think that has kind of helped me become more versatile as an angler. Lets me try different things and learn a lot about these fish.
Okay. So, in October next month, when you go to the first Bassmaster Combine, what are your expectations? What are you hoping to gain from that whole event?
I'd like to meet some of the other anglers from all over, everywhere where we're all coming from. I'd like to talk to a couple of them, get to know them a little bit. I'd also like to, hopefully find a college to fish for. I want to find not only just a college, but I want to find the right college. I want to find the right place for me, and I want to get a kind of an idea of my academic future as well while I'm there.
Okay. So, have you decided on any potential subjects that you would be interested in, or is there something that you want to pursue academically at a certain college?
So I do plan on majoring in Christian ministry. I do want to go into ministry later in life. Um, so that is what I'm looking for academically in a college.
Okay. All right. But that's awesome, man. Um, so, as far as preparations for the combine, what have you been doing to get prepared for the combine um, next month?
So recent weeks I've been just fishing as much as I can. Every second I have outside of work, outside of school, I'm trying to get on the water as much as I can to work on my craft. And I've been doing some research on some of the colleges that are coming to the combine, kind of getting an idea of which coaches I want to get in contact with, which coaches I want to talk to, that sort of stuff.
Okay. As far as your character, leadership traits, what assets would you bring to that college team that you think would enhance that college?
So, being a part of a team, it's a big thing where we all work together. I like to hold my teammates accountable. So my partner, I want to make sure that they are preparing for the tournament just as much as we all are. And I want to make sure that you know we're all putting in a lot of effort toward these tournaments, and I like to hold people accountable for that. And also another big part of fishing is being motivated. I like to bring motivation to my team. Bad days in fishing happen. And when that bad day is happening, I like to, give everybody a little bit of confidence, give everybody a little bit of motivation to go into the next day just by encouraging.
Well, that's awesome. So, if I was a college recruiter or a college coach, and you're sitting in front of me right now, what would you tell me to solidify the deal that, hey, you're the one candidate I need to choose to put in my college? What would you tell me?
I'm a very coachable person. I'm never going to argue with my coach. If they tell me to do something, they're trying to teach me something, I'm going to listen and I'm going to do what they tell me. I'm dependable. If you want me to be somewhere, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be there on time. Um, and I'm always looking for a new way to learn. So when we're fishing at a tournament and you offer a different technique for me to try, maybe one that I'm not comfortable with, I'm very open to trying that and learning different things.
Dustin, that's awesome, man. I like that answer. So, we're going to get ready to close out your Zoom portion of the resume. So, tell me, you have any final comments, or would you like to mention anything specific that you may have forgotten to mention at this time?
I just want to say a big thank you to Alabama Bass Nation. It's been a huge part of my high school life, and it's been just a big part of who I'm becoming. So I want to give a big thank you to Bass Nation and to my coaches, all the sponsors that we have on the team. And I want to say I'm very excited for this combine in October.
Oh, like I said, I can see it. And, I know as far as Alabama Bass Station High School, we appreciate, I mean, you said since seventh grade or since you're 7 years old?
Yes, sir. I've been since seventh grade.
Since seventh grade. So, we appreciate it. I mean, that's a long time member. And, like I said, I know, just from me watching you've done an excellent job and you've represented our organization very well, and we thank you for that. So we're going to conclude the virtual resume portion. We talked earlier about you if you had a chance to view Bethel University's Coach Mason's highlights and tips, college recruiting, and I just want to kind of get your key takeaways that you may implement during this recruiting process.
So I noticed, one of the big things that he was talking about was he didn't mention necessarily being an absolute superstar in fishing. He's looking for coachable, dependable people, and I like the fact. I like the fact that it's not just about being the best of the best fishermen to be on a team, but it's about who you are and being that coachable person and being a good fit for the team.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, man. So, as far as your current fishing career with the Tide division, kind of tell me some of your goals and your aspirations for this upcoming tournament season. I think you guys start off in November 13th, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir. We start off November 13th at Miller's Ferry. I mean, my goals this year are pretty simple. I want to have 5 fish at every tournament. I want to do as best as I can to, with my partner. I want to be the best partner I can be. And I want to qualify for state, and I want to place well at state because I haven't had the chance to place incredible at state yet, but I'd really like to.
Okay. All right. That's awesome, man. So, I'm going to wrap up the Zoom here. Dustin, man, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. I think you outstanding job. If I was a college recruiter, I think I'd have my eye on you. So, I just want to thank you. I want to wish you the best success for the upcoming season, and congratulations for the combine. And I know you'll work hard, and I hope it's successful for you, and you enjoy it.
Thank you.